Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about JSON Web Token, also known as JWT, in the context of an Express application. So we are going to initialize JWT token in an Express application. So we will be signing and sign upping user and performing like different calls on our Express app. So JWT is an open standard for securely transmitting information between parties as a JSON object. Okay. Okay. So let me just show you. So let's just proceed with the code example. So first we'll be needing an Express. So we will installing some dependencies. So I have installed one dependencies Express, and we'll be needing JSON Web Tokens here. So let's just say my JSON Web Token. We'll be installing JSON Web Token into our application. So let's just import all of them. So we'll say Express. Okay. The same way we say JWT. JSON Web Token. So let me just create two routes for now, so I can show you how we can initialize JWT. Okay. Okay. So I have initialized my Express application. So currently this application, I have used a middleware for like body phrasing all the data to JSON. So it's an only phrase is JSON. Okay. And I have created one route for user to log in. Okay. So we are taking three inputs, and which is ID, name, and email for this testing, and we are sending up the message and the user data. Right. So let's just start that Express.js. Okay. So now it says server starting on port 3000. So just say, so it's just cannot get request because we don't have any like get request on that route. So just dot add fast slash request respond. Okay, so what has been that everything is working fine. We'll just say hello here. Hello from Eric. So let's just actually restart this index.js because we have changed the code actually. So let me resend this. So we just got the response. So let's just try doing this post request of login. Okay. So we'll just change the path to slash login, and the request will be post. So in the body, we are passing up like some data. So in the JSON type, so we'll be passing off ID, like ID. Let's say for now 1 2, and let's pass. What are we taking next? Taking name. For now is X Y Z, and for email, let's say 1 2 3. Okay. Email. Okay. This is going to be the. So when we are going to send this data, what this function logic is going to do is it will collect all the data that we have sent it, and it will send the response back to us with the message of success. So let's just do it. So here we go. Here we got the message. So since we are passing up, like the hard-coded way, so this is on the first time when the user signing. This will be the way where the user will be, like signing up to this application. let's say we have different routes where we need user to be sign in. So this is where like JWT comes in. JWT is also used for like session where user we define session for user sign up to. Okay, and let me just show you how we can initialize JWT. So for JWT, we will be like taking inputs just like this, and we'll be signing a data. So every time a user, let's say, want to access different route, which required user to be signed in, so user have to pass that, like the JWT data to that in the headers or in the headers with authorization, so that we can validate on our side that the user is correct and nobody has tampered anything, and then user can continue with the flow. Okay, so let's say we have created this protected route. So what this route does is, before going through the code which we have in here, it will first go to our middleware, which is verify token. So this is a function actually, and this function also takes in the same thing, and it also has one extra parameter next, which will be calling up back to our code here. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are sending back the response what we got, like the message the protected data and what the user is. Okay, so in the login, and we are like we are like returning the direct user data. We won't be returning that. That's a really like one of the bad ways to do this. So what we are going to do is we are using the same JWT we have imported. So this by this way we can like sign the what the user data we have got. So let's say I create another object which takes in this is parameters. So we are signing that data. It takes in a secret key. For now, I have passed a secret key string. It can be any value. And we can, this is the one of the like the important thing which need to be like stored secretly, and by this we can like have taken in our application. Let's say so this JWT token will expire within an hour. Okay, after an hour actually. So when the user, let's say, uses this token to perform any other route call, he won't be able to do that. So then the user have to log in it again in order to, like access the different routes. Okay. So for now, like uh, we are not handling that much thing. So I'm just explaining you the day in a very simplest way. Okay. So here we are sending back the, like the signed token which we are getting by JWT. Okay. So let's just save this thing up. So let's say we got the token, right? So let me just show you the token and then we can process it. So when we go back to our login routes, first we are getting up this data. So now what? Let's now see what we are. So when we send, we get on the back end, we will be taking this input from the user when the user sign in, any user, and this token will be used everywhere where we'll be needing, like login required part, so that we can like validate that this is a valid user and this is not a valid user, because anyone can like pass any values to this and can tamper anything. Well, let's say if we tamper here anything, that person won't be able to access our different routes. Okay, so this is what the signed data looks like on the JWT. So let me just show you what the verify token does. Okay, so in the verify token, we'll be taking that token, which will be passed in a header in the name of authorization. Okay, and here actually the function comes in where JWT has an inbuilt function of verifying the token. So we just have to pass a token which have the user like which have been generated, and the same key that we have used for signing up, and by that we will be able to like decrypt the data which user have signed. So basically, JWT is simply an encryption decryption thing. So if any error occurs, let's say like anyone has tampered with the token, like if let's say if the token is not valid, let's say the token session time has expired, this will throw and return the status code of 403. And if everything works well, uh, we will be passing up the request dot user is equals to user. Okay, so this user is an object which we have passed just like this. So in the request user, we'll be having an JSON object, and by calling this next function, it will call back to our route and perform this thing. So here we are calling the same request as user, and we're returning it. Okay. So let's just like perform this route. So this is a get route, and let's just do it. So we'll be creating up a new route and copying up the same URL path. Protected, right? It's protected. Yep. So in the headers, we'll be like authorization. We'll be passing up the values that we have used here. Since we have a session time of 1 hour, we can still use this token. Let's need to pass it here and just sending. Here we are getting up this thing. So this is what we signed the data. So yeah, we actually JSON also take in the timestamp and what time it will expire. Okay. So it will check the time and it will also validate that thing. So this is how we can use JWT in an array of Express applications. Okay. So guys, I hope you understand what I was trying to explain you. If you have any issues understanding this thing or any trouble solving this code related to JWT, I'm happy to help you out. And do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I see you in the next video.